Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. This is your Daily Tarotscope for December 18th, 2019. And we are at the Sun at the Galactic Center. And so our consciousness is now on this galactic level of what is our purpose and where are we on our mission in life. And so this is big as we are closing in on Capricorn season, where we're going to move into some more intense energies of this new moon solar eclipse. And we're seeing that Mercury is coming into a semi-sextile. We're seeing these sextiles over to Pluto and Saturn. We're seeing as Venus moves into Aquarius, it will square Uranus and Taurus. And Mercury moving into Capricorn as we are moving out of 2019. And so in these last few weeks here of 2019, this is a major intense time of these massive challenges and these massive times of knowing what your destiny is, knowing where you are in your life. And there are signs, your intuition is guiding you. But remember that we talked about how this solar eclipse is something that you can't necessarily see, but it is something that you can intuitively feel and you intuitively know in your gut. And so this is a major time of making solid decisions. This is a major time of sticking to your mission in life. This is a major time of trusting in your intuition. It's not a time of questioning or sitting back on the fence, going back. If you are going back at this point, we are at December 18th. Moving into Capricorn season on December 22nd. We are only a few days away from everything becoming more solid, more concrete, and we already have this buildup of planets in Capricorn, which will intensify as we come into this new moon solar eclipse. And we're going to see this major Pluto-Saturn conjunction at the beginning of January. And so we are at a point now where the time is closing up. Opportunities are closing up. We're coming into this point where it's time to make that final decision. It's time to make that choice because there's really no more options left at this point. You are either going forward or you are going backwards. And I talked a lot about that with this new moon solar eclipse, that this is a moment in your life where if you are going backwards, you are repeating old patterns. If you are not willing to go forward, then you are going to be stuck because this is Capricorn. And Capricorn is all about what you are committed to and what are you willing to put the time and the effort into. And so if you are not up for the challenge, if you are not willing to push your life and to move into something that is positive and beneficial and divinely connected to who you truly are, then you are going backwards. You are giving up. You are moving into these old karmic patterns and cycles. This is go time now. With Mars and Scorpio for these last several weeks has been telling us this is go time. This is time to make a decision. This is time to go for what you want. This is time to follow your intuition. Remember that Scorpio has this internal knowing to it, where when Mars is in Scorpio, it doesn't hesitate. It goes off of this instinct, this intuition that it has to just push through and take action. And so it's not a time to hold back. This is a time to act. And if you are not willing to take the steps that are necessary to climb to your goal, to your achievements in life, then you are going to be stuck at this point. You are going to be stuck in the past. With all of this Capricorn energy built up, This is all about what are you willing to commit to. And if you are not willing to commit to working for a better life, then you are choosing to commit to the past. Because even making no choice at all is a choice, believe it or not. If you are choosing not to do what you know in your heart is needed at this time, then you are going backwards. There is no more wiggle room. Sagittarius is ending. It's coming to a close. And so all of this positive, optimistic, faithful energy of Sagittarius that is just willing to grant you wishes and open doorways is closing. And Capricorn is coming in with more rules, more restrictions, more discipline to say, if you really want this, you have to work for it. You have to push through the challenges and the obstacles. You have to climb to the top if this is what you really want. And so a lot of intense energy as we are getting closer to the end of 2019. And for a lot of you on Christmas Day, this solar eclipse is the height of this intensity as it is starting this lunar phase that's going to push us into 2020. And it is a powerful lunar phase as it is going to close with our first penumbral lunar eclipse. And so we haven't seen this throughout 2019. We've had partial lunar eclipse. Now we're coming into the full thing where the moon is going to lose its power during this shadow period of the penumbral lunar eclipse, where it is going to be a big moment of release. What are you releasing that actually betters you in your life? And it will be in Capricorn, where it is going to be about releasing these old systems and these old structures and these old things that you've tied yourself down to. So this solar eclipse is big. It's opening a huge doorway in Capricorn, with Jupiter on top of it. And so as you're moving into this new journey, as you're making this major change with this solar eclipse, what Capricorn things are you releasing? Because it is bringing you into this full moon, total lunar eclipse in Cancer, where it is navigating you back to home, to your connection. And we talked a lot about this connection with Cancer, with the North Node there, that it is about this divine connection of what are you attached to, what truly serves you in your life. And so what is that divine connection going to be like? And so this solar eclipse in Capricorn is a starting point of navigating you into this brand new life in 2020. So this is major. This is not only a new decade that we are moving into, this is not only a new year that we are moving into, but this is a major new chapter in our story. So let's see what we get for today. I'm using my Superman playing cards for today, just to mix it up. And this is very appropriate for this time that we are moving into, with this being the 10 of diamonds, that this is a major completion that needs to take place. And we're talking about diamonds. This is earth. This is practicality. And so what physical steps are you going to do to close that old doorway in your life and move into this new chapter? 10 is always the end and the beginning, as we look at 10 being at the end, coming after 9, after that closure. But also it breaks down to 1, where it is this starting point, and the 0 being infinite. So it is about, okay, this thing never really ends. You just end the old chapter and start something fresh, right? The zero is infinite. It's a continuation. And so there's something here about how we need to start this brand new chapter, right? We need to leave behind the old and step into the new. And we've talked about this a lot throughout this 2019 experience with this South Node in Capricorn, and even with Uranus and Taurus, breaking down these old values, these old belief systems. That this is time, though, right? We are at a very intense point now where Sagittarius is closing, this Capricorn energy building up, the sun crossing the galactic center. This is a major time as we are moving closer and closer to this solar eclipse, which will start that new lunar cycle, bringing us into 2020. All about this building of something new, right? We talk about earth practicality, that this actually is a number 22 year that we are moving into of the master builder. And so what is the destiny that you were building? And it's interesting that Capricorn is the 10th sign of the zodiac. And we are talking about this earth energy, and we are talking about 10. That it is time for you to climb to the top. It is time for you to succeed in life. But what work, what steps are you willing to do to put into this? To end out this old chapter and to step into something new. So that is your Daily Tarotscope for December 18th, 2019. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, as well as hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell if you are new to this channel, so that you don't miss out on any new content. And if you are watching this on Facebook or Instagram, please leave a like as well as sharing this out. And if you have not already, feel free to follow my page. And I will see you all in the next video.